Hey everyone, welcome back to the Costume Corner, and today it's just going to be a small little featurette on some masks I've made over the years. And since Halloween just wrapped up, it's putting everything away, and I figured before I put it up for storage for the year, maybe I'll take you through some of the masks I've made and just show off a little bit of that, and maybe further down the line in more episodes, I'll show you how to make one of these. So let's get into this. All right. Okay, got a whole big box of goodies here. So, tell you what, let's start off with Frank the Bunny from Donnie Darko. I made this while I was at Lego for a Halloween party, I believe in 2004. This guy is completely made out of Sculpey. Pretty heavy. It's breaking apart in a few sections. And inside of this is really just a cardboard armature that I built this over. So sewed the hood and everything on myself. I was at Lego. If anybody of you have seen the film, then you would be familiar with this character. It's pretty iconic. And you can see areas here where the Sculpey is breaking off. But very cool piece for sure. Yep, just 100% pure Sculpey and dry brush. There we go. This one here, there's going to be a lot of skulls and monsters, obviously. This one here was just a headpiece skull mask. I made this for kind of like a Invaders from Mars kind of outfit I did one year, and it was like a mix of a skull and a robot. But yes, obviously you could buy a mask like this, but I prefer to make these. It's just a little more fun, something I do around the Halloween holiday. But this was yeah, pretty form-fitting, pretty snug, a little painful. Obviously become warped over the years, but this is all duct tape. So duct tape and hot glue. I made this probably 2009. The teeth are just plastic fingernails, women's fingernails. Just bought those. You get some great texture, kind of fleshy skin bits from using tape. So then I wore a black shroud under this, completely covering the eyes and the nose and the mouth underneath. But yeah, pretty cool, a lot of fun. It's just been sitting in storage quite a bit, so it's warped quite a bit. So yeah, put this one down. Hopefully the audio is coming through. It didn't quite test it. Here we go. Let's do one of these. This was a mask I made for a Day of the Dead party. Had very little notice. Bought just a plain black face shell from a party store, but I'll show the details of the close-up of this. So custom made the design on here, just kind of freestyle painted onto the mask. So let's get some of these details. Kind of did a heaven and earth or good and evil blend for the Day of the Dead theme. So having a rose with a thorny stem wrap around the nose piece there. On this side is death. So instruments of death, the spade, a gun, the knife, and the sickle. Now in the center, just a few sort of sugar skull details, tears crying from both eyes. And on this side was life. So you can see we've got a cross, a heart, a harpsichord, and an angel down on the bottom. So music and love. And on the other side, the spade to balance out the heart on this side. But yeah, it was just used with gold and silver paint marker. Like I said, I had a few hours, just kind of bought something and slapped something ornate on here, and it made for a heck of a really cool piece, actually. That's why I've hung on to it all these years. So there we go. We'll put that one down. Oh boy, getting into a few more. Let's go with another. This was fun. This one is squished a bit, but I know another skull. This one's a little different though. This was a toxic waste cleanup crew gone awry. This one's a lot of fun. It's kind of a throwback to old EC comics. Very candy coloring, comic book kind of coloring. And yeah, a lot of fun. Had an orange suit, slime. It was a white suit with a waste symbol on it and green slime all over it. A lot of fun, this one. Let's toss this on real quick. Let's show off some of the cool details on this piece. Oh, I'm sure everyone's like, oh my God, Brian, you have too many skulls. Yep, love them. So yeah, this one here, once again, all made out of duct tape. You can see it's coated duct tape. I can't remember exactly what I used to get this sort of texture. Maybe some pumice filler or something, but I love shaping and kind of sculpting out of duct tape. The fleshy slime bits, that is strands of hot glue. So once the mask was done, came in with a lot of hot glue to get that sort of cool, droopy. It's also a little translucent in the right light, this droopy skin effect on the mask. But yeah, such fun colors, this like toxic green skull, fleshy bits on the back, juxtaposed with a sort of pinkish brown flesh. Once again, rather than make the teeth, which I could, but I just said, hey, why not? Bought a couple of those little rubber mouth kids Halloween things, glued those in there. So if it saves you some time, especially if you're short on time, don't be afraid to utilize some pre-existing made pieces. I don't mind that shoe, but yeah, completely duct tape. Can be kind of horrific, but it was more playful when you saw the whole outfit. It was a lot of fun. Okay. This one here, let's follow it up with another creeper. This guy is the Crypt Keeper from Tales from the Crypt. This was actually my first time working with a two-part resin. So I made this mask out of a resin, and yeah, pretty cool. Kind of creepy, fits really well, especially with the hood and everything on. This was a lot of fun. There he is in all his rancid glory, the Crypt Keeper. Smooth on, two-part resin. The gums and everything this was all sculpted, but the teeth were assembled in after pouring or casting the mask. These were from a toy company I was working at the time. I ripped them out of a doll these Fugler dolls. And they had these kind of creepy human teeth, these toys. So I just ripped those out. Works perfectly well. Looks like real teeth. Got some resin on the eyes to give them shine, a little life in real light. Yeah, glued on some strands of hair, creepy hair. But yeah, this. And then the inside is actually pretty creepy too. This is like kind of, I don't know, doing sort of a slosh cast. I think it's slosh. Can't remember what it said. Kind of looks like a demented Joker. I think we're down to 2 of my favorite final masks. I have more in here. I don't want to keep going on this one. Spuds MacKenzie, or it also doubles as my boy Burton. This one was a lot of fun. I did go as Spuds MacKenzie in, I believe, 2019. Sometimes a little hard to hide the seams on these guys. That's the best, the mouth. So yeah, this is all upholstery foam covered with fleece. You can see how that was done. Nice and lightweight. A lot of costumers make these masks. So over the years, yeah, I've made one other one, but this was a lot of fun. Kind of working on something that reminded me of my boy the whole time. And now, for this batch at least, here is one of my favorite pieces. Wile E. Coyote. Believe I made this in 2009. Similar upholstery foam on the inside, covered with fleece. There's wires in the ears, a little rubber end on the nose. So yeah, a lot of the little details, the wrinkles in the nose were just airbrushed on. This one though, yeah, this was a lot of fun. Wires in the ears, so they are posable. I can bend them and pose them. Vacuum formed shells, plastic shells for the eyes. This one at the time, there is an open mouth, so I can breathe out the air hole. But yeah, I got a lot of love for this costume. Again, you can see it's just foam on the inside, real lightweight. It's like the type of foam that goes in seats or couches. And there we go. There we have it. Hopefully, you've enjoyed watching this as much as I've had over the years making these things. And yeah, a lot more cool stuff in here. Maybe I'll show it off for another time. Love of Tales from the Crypt. But there's always more stuff that I love to share with you guys. So thanks for coming back. And yeah, I'll see you next time.